There's a war, and war is bad. Two people you need to know, alright? Falco, he's a baby back bitch, he can't do nothing right. And then Gabby, she thinks she's better than everybody, and nobody likes her because of that. So to win this fight, they gotta blow up this train. And Gabby's like, yo, I'm better than all y'all, let me do it. And Gabby's like, alright, here's my plan. And boom, her plan works, it's great. Then all hell breaks loose, but Galliard, the new Jaw Titan, comes and saves them. It starts raining men, hallelujah, they won the war. So after the battle, the top Marley guys have a meeting. They're like, yo, the world's weapons are catching up to the power of Titans. We're not going to be that strong anymore. And Zeke's like, hey, you know what we should do? We should go back and beat them guys in the walls and take the founding Titan back. And then the top general's like, oh, you mean them niggas that whooped your ass 4 years ago?
その通りでございます。
Reiner still has PTSD and depression, shout out mental illness. And the remaining Titan squad gets together and is like, yo, we got to get the last Titan on our team, the Warhammer Titan. Then we get almost a whole episode of Reiner's flashbacks. He remembers he's really just been a little bitch his whole life. Even Annie was beating his ass back in the day. And basically feels like everything is his fault. And right before he's about to suck down his last pipe, Falco hits the wall and saves him. Then we get a glimpse of the Tiber family, and this guy talks entirely too much. And we get to see Falco hanging out and helping this one-legged hippie, but they show his eye and it's green. And if you've been paying attention to this series at all, Eren is the only one with green eyes. So this is clearly Eren before they even reveal it. Guy who talks too much throws a huge party and invites like all the people from around the world. And is like, yo, tomorrow I'm gonna show you this play that's gonna bring the whole world together. Y'all just watch. Now this next episode, this is the one we've been waiting for, right? Like this is when we really get into the meat of it. Everything else was like some world building shit. Now we get to get to the thick of it. So with the help of Falco, we got Reiner down in this basement with Eren, right? And the tension is thick. And Reiner's all in shock and shit. And Eren looks at him like, hey, it's been a while, nigga. And Reiner is visibly shooketh. So Eren's like, all right, Reiner, buddy, go ahead and sit down. All right, we got like everybody in the world is right above us. And look, I'm ready to transform at any moment. You try some fuck shit, it's on. And above him, the guy that talks too much is giving like this whole speech and play about like world history. It's really not even that important. It doesn't matter. And then after Eren's done toying with Reiner, he transforms. So it turns out this lady right here, she's the Warhammer Titan, right? And she's like, oh my God, I'm gonna get you, Eren, or whatever. And she starts to transform, and Eren's like, you thought I was gonna let you transform, bitch? And Eren's got her mounted, right, going full MMA on her face. And then she impales him with what I can only think is like a huge spiky dick, which confuses me in all types of ways. And then she hammers like his whole head to the ground. And before she can deliver the final blow on Eren, Mikasa pulls up and blows her neck off, and then all the squad pulls up, and now it's a party. Eren notices that the Warhammer Titan's body is actually on the ground, so he goes in, pulls her ass out, and right before he's about to try and take a bite out of her, Galliard tries to take a bite out of him. But right before he can, the realest nigga in like all the anime shows up, Levi. So all that commotion gives the Warhammer Titan some time to transform again, and she pins Eren up. Zeke pulls up in his Beast Titan form, is like, yo, I don't even really give a fuck about Eren. I need a rematch with Levi right now.
Round 2, fight! Finish him! Fatality. Flawless victory.
Then Squad pulls up and destroys the Cart Titan and all of her crew. And then we get a glimpse of Armin as the Colossal Titan, and it should have been Erwin, but we're not gonna talk about that right now. So the last but not least is Galliard, right? He's the last one for defense, so he's gonna try and take Eren out, but he didn't really read his matchups right because he forgot that Mikasa has a frame 1 invincible DP, and she takes his ass out. And then Eren starts beating the Jaw Titan's ass and uses his jaws to crush the Warhammer Titan, and then Eren slurps up all of her blood and gains her powers. So then Eren tries to hungry hippo the Jaw Titan, and finally Reiner pops up and is ready for a fight. Eren punches Reiner's face off and is like, game, blouses. And then Mikasa pulls up and grabs Eren to take them to the Goodyear blimp, which is going to take them back to their island. It's a warm welcome for Eren on the blimp, and Gabby finds a way to make it up there too, and Falco follows because he loves her. While on the blimp, Gabby shoots Sasha, and Sasha dies, and honestly, like, Sasha was one of like my least remembered characters from the earlier seasons, so that it didn't hit me that hard at all. Then we find out that Zeke is on the ship too, and that part of that whole attack was staged with Zeke and Eren for what reason we don't know yet. Then we get a flashback to 3 years ago. Marley was sending ships over to the island, and Eren and niggas was like pulling up, fucking their ships up. And then we got this new character, this new lady, Yelena. She betrays Marley because she loves Zeke or something, I don't know. And she gives them a lot of information about the outside world and how Marley works. It shows them all learning of Zeke's plan to save the Eldian Empire, and then they ask why a black dude is black. Niccolo's crying at Sasha's grave because apparently he loves her, and then he offers her parents some food, which is going to be a little important later. Then it's like more flashbacks, so this show doesn't know how to stay in one damn time period. And we get to see this lady coming from not actually Japan, but Japan. And she's like, oh, Mikasa, look at this mark on your wrist. You're one of us. You're one of our people. But actually, we don't give a fuck about you. We're here for your resources. Then we get to see Zeke again, and it looks like he's being held captive by Levi and cohorts in the woods. So Gabby and Falco Shawshank the fuck out of prison and start trying to have like a fight or something in the forest, but they're being watched. This girl watching is like, hey, y'all out here fucking? If I feed y'all, can I join? So they go grab some breakfast. Gabby flips out when the filthy island devil touches her, and Falco's like, bitch, we ain't had a meal in weeks. Don't you fuck this up for me. And then Voyeur Girl later reveals that Sasha saved her from a Titan, and trust me, this is going to be important later. So now you can really see the island starting to split, right? Some people think that Eren is a savior. They become the Jaegers, while others, like in the military, think that he's just reckless. There's a ton of mistrust going on. Eren is keeping secrets, not telling nobody what he was doing on the island. Yelena's telling lies. Shit's getting crazy. And then right after Mikasa and Armin talk to the premier, he gets straight up barbecued. But all that commotion allows Eren to escape. And now he's looking for Zeke. And it's a game of cat and mouse. Eren needs to find Zeke, but only the military knows where he's being kept. And the military needs to find Eren, but only the Jaegers know where Eren is. So then Zeke finally reveals to Levi that if you take in any of his fluids and he yells in or around your butthole, you turn into a Titan. And then he put all of his fluids in the wine. All right, so cut to Gabby and Falco and the rest of the orphanage crew. They show up to the restaurant that Niccolo is working in. If you remember, Niccolo likes Sasha, who was killed by Gabby, and Sasha's parents are running this little orphanage. Right, I told you it was going to be important. They try to drink the wine, but Niccolo says, don't touch my good shit. But when he goes down to the basement, Gabby and Falco go follow him to inform him of the upcoming attack that Marley has planned, right? And then Niccolo's like, yo, what the hell are y'all doing here? Did y'all kill any female soldiers by chance? And Gabby's like, hell yeah, we did. Whap! He knocks Falco over the head. So Niccolo takes the kids back upstairs and he informs the parents that these two killed their daughter Sasha and it's payback time. But the parents are like, oh, you know, eye for an eye makes the world go blind. Shit, couldn't be me. Then Eren pulls up with his new signature, you know, I'm ready to transform look, and shit's about to go down. So Eren basically just tells his best friends that they ain't shit. Mikasa, you ain't gonna touch me, and I mean, I would've always beat your ass. Look here, hit me. Meanwhile, in the Enchanted Forest, Zeke sees his opportunity to run away. Everyone there's drank their wine, but Levi's a real nigga, so you know he's only gone off that Henny. Zeke thinks he's safe and that Levi won't kill his comrades, but Levi been itching for a round 3. And of course, Levi wins again. You got Zeke looking like the dude from Tales from the Crypt. As Levi is taking him and beating his ass for good measure, he's also got this bomb thing attached to him. Leek literally sees his whole life flash before his eyes for like a whole episode. And he was a warrior candidate, and of course he betrayed his and Eren's parents, and he learned from his master, who was the previous Beast Titan, and honestly, none of it's important. Once he wakes up from the flashback, he decides he's had enough and blows himself and Levi up. And to this day, we still don't know where Levi is. As for Zeke, a Titan comes up and opens his stomach and takes Zeke away, so Zeke is still in this fight somehow. Yelena and the Jaegers have finally taken over the military completely. Pixis is being like held as a little prisoner at his dinner table, and all the characters that you know and love are literally in a jail cell right now. The cart Titan lady comes in to Eren, starts talking that good shit, right? Trying to lure Eren up to the top. And when he finally gets up to where she wants him, it's a trap. All right, Galliard pops out of the ground and bites Eren's legs off, tries to kill him, but he doesn't get it, and Eren turns into a Titan. And just as that's happening, we see a bunch of Goodyear blimps coming with the rest of the Marley military, and we get this super intense stare down with Reiner and Eren, and you already know that season 4 part 2 is about to start off lit as shit.